So, what's this ReadMake thing you've been tweeting about?
Well, it's a novel written over 2 days, online collaboratively via multiple authors.
And you participated in this because?
I'm not sure, actually.
Seriously? You're not sure why you participated?
I guess there was an element of mystery and playfulness in the prompt, and it seemed like an interesting experiment to observe, for someone interested in educational technology, digital pedagogy.
So did you just observe, or did you have something prepared to contribute?
Initially, I was planning to just observe, but then it was 7 a.m. and I was wide awake during the first hour of when it started, and I felt compelled to fill out some chapters. I noticed that some people had prepared in advance, but I didn't. I just went with the flow. I started some chapters following the lead of the chapter titles, and sometimes I intersected with other people's writing.
Sounds from your tweets like it was chaos.
Well, yes, but it was creative chaos, and I mean really, risk-free chaos, because really, what did anyone have to lose but a few hours of playing around with the potential of this thing?
But I mean, how did you contribute as more people started to join in? You said something like 30,000 words?
Well, I didn't read the whole thing. I just read some parts and contributed to them, the parts that interested me.
So, is there any educational value in all this? Can you use it with your students or recommend it to others?
I think I will need to reflect a bit more on this once it's over, but I think it was definitely an exercise in how wonderfully people's ideas and creativity can blend together. Total strangers, really, with totally different reasons for doing this.
You're sounding overly positive about this chaotic, playful thing.
Well, no, there were also issues like information overload and the worry about disrespecting someone or deleting their stuff by mistake or distorting it when you add to it, the worry of being misunderstood, the technical issues when it would refuse to save, and of course the cultural misunderstandings when most of the chapter headings referred to Western books and movies like. Some were familiar, like Pride and Prejudice and 50 Shades of Grey and I See Dead People, but some were not, and I'm sure that was the same for other people.
So, in the end, can you imagine it being used in a classroom?
Well, co-editing a document with colleagues is something you can do for work or for a course, but this creative experiment maybe takes all the possibilities of the technology to the extreme and shows some of its potential, but also some of its vulnerabilities working with people online.
So it's all about the technology, then?
Actually, not at all. It's mostly about the people and how they use the technology to collaborate, to create this collage of digital beauty and chaos. But of course, the technology affects how that social interaction works.
And now what?
I'll create a cartoon of this conversation and hopefully post it near the end of the book. Maybe use it as a digital artifact of EDCMOOC as it plays with the ideas of utopian versus dystopian views of technology. Yours are the dystopian ones. And also about how technology doesn't always work as you expect, and about whether it is the format or the medium that drives the social behavior, or the people who have total control over the technology.
Anything else you might do with it?
Someday I'll reflect on this some more and maybe write an article about it for other educators to consider, maybe using it as an exercise such as an icebreaker in a course, or as a way to demonstrate information overload and at the same time creative chaos and collaborative exploration of netiquette. The possibilities seem endless. What if students do one as a story of this course and post links and videos and stuff, along with reflections? Could be cool, could be disastrous. I'll think about it some more. Thanks for helping me reflect on this. Doing this as a cartoon with avatars made it seem like a real conversation, which takes me back to our discussion forum about how much the avatar represents the human being.